We know that he was one of 10,000 people that attended the rally, which began just behind me here at State Parliament. He's a man who's in his 30s. He's not Indigenous, and that is significant because the Indigenous community is a higher risk of developing coronavirus and of having more serious effects than others, authorities say. But he was wearing a mask at the time, and he developed symptoms of coronavirus, COVID-19, on Sunday, the day after the rally. And they say it's unlikely that he picked up the disease at the rally, but he could have potentially been infectious. Here's the Chief Health Officer in Victoria, Brett Sutton.
It would be very unlikely that it's been acquired from attending the protest. Nonetheless, because of that attendance at the protest within 24 hours of developing symptoms, they were potentially infectious. So the lesson about warning people not to attend applies. The directions in place that limit mass gatherings, that limit gatherings of any size to 20 are there for a reason.
Richard, what did state authorities say about tracing this person's known contacts? A tough job, of course, in a large crowd.
Ros, it's a very tough job given there were so many people that turned up to this rally. They don't know whether this man had his app turned on, the COVID app, or whether he even had it at all. And so the process of contact tracing is very difficult. They have to obviously speak to him, and that person has to tell the truth about who they were seeing and who they spent a lot of time with. I guess the good thing is that he was wearing a mask during the rally, or he said he was wearing a mask during the rally. This is obviously a nightmare for both authorities and those who organise this protest about the potential outbreak of more cases.
So there were 8 cases overnight. Who are the others?
Well, 2 others are in hotel quarantine. They're returned travellers. One other is linked to the Ridges Hotel, which is acting as a quarantine centre. There's been quite the outbreak there, with more than 10 people now linked to that. Another case is at an aged care facility where a former employee in Clayton has tested positive. But significantly, there's also been a toddler has tested positive at a childcare centre in Parkville near Melbourne University. And that centre is now being closed for 24 hours to ensure contact tracing and work out who this toddler may have been seeing with staff and what other kids they may have seen. That is closed for 24 hours while further testing and a deep clean is carried out. But again, 8 people in Victoria after a couple of days of zero. Numbers are going a little bit back up.